All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this all important webinar where we will be introducing our gap year program in a bid to help us skill up for the expectation in the present dispensation, as it were. So, welcome to this webinar. Permit me to use this opportunity to appreciate our chief host in the person of Chief Dr. Mrs. Justina Chukwu, the Executive Director of Doveland Group of Schools. Also, we will be appreciating our Head of Operations in the person of Mr. Olumide Omotoye, and then the Principal, Doveland High School, Mr. Kolapo Emmanuel. And to all our participants, we want to appreciate you for finding time to join this important webinar. So, this evening we will be delving into the gap year itself, and then the place of skill acquisition in the 21st century. But before we deep dive into that, permit me to make welcome our head of operation in the person of Mr. Olumide Omotoye for his opening remark. Thank you. Sir, you have the mic.
Good evening, everyone. As introduced, my name is Omotoye Olumide Omotoye, Head of Operations, Doveland Group of Schools. This is a program that we have put together and we want to run with our sixth form college in conjunction with Abuja Enterprise Agency. Thank you, Mr. Sheyi, for coming on board, and we know that our partnership will be fruitful. More so, we impact lives, and we want it to go beyond just our students in the school here. That is why we are making this session known to everyone. So we would like you to pay attention to every information we intend to pass across. We know that you are going to gain more than enough, and then that will help you to make up your mind and to make your decision where your children should be during this holiday. I can promise you that it is going to be a well-packaged session for them, and we intend to give them certificates of participation at the end of this program, whereby it will be of a help. Aside ordinary certificates, the skills they will acquire will be a lifelong one for them to be relevant in the world that they have in their future. Thank you for coming. Please enjoy the session.
Thank you so much, sir, for that welcoming. Yeah, in line with what we've just heard. So this session is loaded in the sense that at the end of the day, we will be sure that we are truly ready to skill up for success, because we will be unlocking relevant skills for the future. And then, as earlier introduced, we have our guest facilitator that will be joining us shortly from Abuja Enterprise Agency. And then we will also be exposed to the world of IT and web design as part of the summer school package that we have for our students. Whether you just graduated from high school, or you are entering year 12, or you are waiting your university progression, this webinar is certainly for you. But before we bring up our speakers for this evening, permit me to tell you a little bit about what we do at Doveland Sixth-form College. So Doveland Sixth-form College, as it were, is a pre-university, is a preparatory ground for students that just completed their high school, waiting to transition to university. So if you are interested in studying within Nigeria and outside Nigeria, our sixth form is a one-stop shop for you. Why am I saying so? Because at Doveland Sixth-form College, we help you transition to the UK and other European universities through our foundation program in the UK pathway, which is for one academic session. And while you are with us, you are sure we will help you secure admission as we work closely with UCAS, which is the application platform for those that are intending to study in the UK. And it's for one academic session. And we have the January intake and the February intake. So if you are interested in going for the foundation program in the UK, please feel free to reach out to us. And then we also have the Ontario Secondary School Diploma, which is the OSSD. It is also for one academic session where you will be properly grounded in the system of education in Canada. And the good news is that you will be seen as Canadian students while studying with us here, because you will be given the Ontario Education Number, which places you at the same level as Canadian citizens. And then we walk you through the expectations of their community service, and then you join live classes. Another advantage of the OSSD is that while you join live classes, we also have our teachers on ground that provides additional support for you and to you. So for our OSSD program, it's a two-way benefit for the students. And then we have the Cambridge A levels. And then in the Cambridge A levels, it is divided into two: the advanced subsidiary, which is the first phase, and then the advanced level, which is the second phase. So Cambridge A level is recommended for those that are underage. So for those between 15, 16, it is highly recommended for them, so as to get them ready for admission upon completion. And then we also have, in line with the Cambridge A level, we have the 18 months accelerated program. And then if you are looking at writing international exams, SAT, TOEFL, IELTS, Duolingo, the Pearson test of English, we also provide coaching services in that wise. So these are some of the programs we run. Also, we have the remedial pathway for WAEC, NECO, and then JAM examination. So this is welcoming you to Doveland Sixth-form College. And why will you want to choose Doveland Sixth-form College? We have a serene environment that is conducive for learning. There is no doubt about that. The excellent environment is welcoming and in line with the expectation of the teaching resources. We have the sophisticated resources to help you enjoy your learning at ease. And then in terms of the ratio of teachers to students, you are sure of enjoying individualized and personalized coaching with one-on-one session with the teachers, and then the pastoral unit that is fully integrated into our timetable. So this is welcoming you to this all important webinar. And then we are still waiting for our facilitator. Is still trying to join in the person of Mr. Sheyi Babafemi from Abuja Enterprise Agency. So Mr. Sheyi will be anchoring a session where he will be walking us through the topic as you have seen. And our topic is on skill up for success, unlocking relevant skills for the future. So at the end of this, you are sure to benefit in that you will be discovering high demand skills that matters in today's economy, and then you will be learning how to turn your skill into income or business idea, and also you will understand skills that employers and startups are in need of. So I will be handing over the mic to Mr. Sheyi Babafemi, but a brief introduction about him. So Mr. Sheyi Babafemi is a renowned training officer with Abuja Enterprise Agency, and he is also a certified business development service provider, which tells you that his CV is rich and he has the capacity to deliver on this chosen topic, such that we are not singing too much of his praise. We will be handing over the mic so that you will hear from the horse's mouth. So we encourage you to have your pen and paper handy and then prepare your question as you listen to Mr. Sheyi Babafemi. Thank you, sir, for honoring our invitation. You have the mic, sir. Mr. Sheyi, if you can hear us, you have the mic. Mr. Sheyi, if you can hear us, guess he's having network issue, but is in the room with us. So while we are waiting for him, it's important. Okay, I think he's trying to um take over the mic. Mr. Sheyi, you have the mic, sir.
Can you hear me now, Mr. Victor? Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear, sir. You have the mic. Please go ahead, sir.
All right. Thank you so very much, Mr. Victor, for the invitation. And good evening to everyone present, the management staff of Dovetail Schools, and our dear participants. Apologies, I've been trying to log in. I guess I was having issues with my audio. All right. Good evening once again. My name is Sheyi Babafemi. I work with Abuja Enterprise Agency as a training officer. I don't know if you've heard about the agency called Abuja Enterprise Agency in Abuja here. So let me kindly just do a brief introduction about about us. Abuja Enterprise Agency is the FCT bank for SME development and enterprise development. We have a mandate to encourage, support, and promote entrepreneurship in the FCT. So essentially, what our services are to deliver and provide support services to SMEs such that they will be taken to a sustainable level. And in order to achieve this our mandate. We have different services and programs that are designed towards achieving this mandate. If you're coming into the agency as a first-time client, be that you have a small business that you're having challenges with, or you don't even have any business that you're operating, but you have an idea that you're trying to put together or articulate, you'll be referred to our business advisory and support services. That is our counseling unit. There you'll be assigned to a counselor who will have an interaction with you to know the challenges you're having in your business. What are those things? What are those things hindering your business operations? And if you have those lofty ideas, but you don't know how to put them together, our in-house counselor are also there to help you harmonize those ideas, help you put together and suggest or recommend business opportunities that you can actually put your money in. So our advisory services basically are to provide counseling session and help you guide your businesses to the right path. We also have our training services where we provide different trainings and capacity building to different targeted audience. We target students from college students, high school students, fresh graduates, and even the unemployed youth. Our trainings are also targeted at women, retiring officers, people that are planning to leave the service, because when they are done with service, they are left with the pension that they are collecting. So we need to put them in a state of preparation before retirement comes in. Also, we also have tailored-made training programs that are designed for corporate organizations based on the needs of this organization. We try to identify what are those needs of this organization and recommend and provide also these capacity buildings. And we have our services that revolves around enterprise promotion, where we try to promote the business activities of our clients through expo and trade fair. During this expo, we try to bring together all our expo and invite prospective buyers from different angles in Abuja to come attend the trade fair so that they can see the very beautiful, good products and services that are being produced and showcased in FCT here. We also have our rural community development services where we try to enter the area councils, go to the communities and see which agricultural produce are predominant in these areas and try to help them produce it in a more modern way. Of course, we know that they don't have the knowledge to put together all these agricultural products. So we introduce to them trainings that will help them understand how to arrange these the agricultural products and also produce them in a better way. In Abaji, for instance, we've been able to set up a shea butter center there where we put together all the women in the communities for them to pick the nut shells, nut share, then they process them, then they take it to the center to process, and they produce, which they market, they bring down to city center here and even outside FCT here. And also in Kuali, we've been able to set up a cassava processing center as well, where we do the same thing, trying to help them produce their cassava produce in a better and reformed way. Also, we also have the responsibility of providing access to funding to our clients or small businesses that are having challenges with funding. Of course, we are not a bank, we are not a commercial bank, but we have relationships with some financial institutions and agencies like Bank of Industry, Bank of Agriculture, NISA. So once we've been able to identify here in Abuja Enterprise Agency that your business actually requires funding, we recommend you to this organization and help you follow up to see how you can access funding from these agencies. So these are some of the activities or programs that we are designed towards ensuring that small businesses in FCT are taken to a sustainable level and are growing as required. So I've been asked to talk about Skill Up for Success. That's unlocking relevant skills for the future. Recently, I don't know if we saw the popular fashion entrepreneur that Sheyi Adekunle, that we all know as Sheyi Bodi, when he marked his 50th birthday in grand style in Abuja here. I mean, we all saw that it was a talk of the town party. Um, the social media went abuzz when we saw so many different personalities from different people from different walks of life. We had people like we have governors, we have title holders, we have kings, we had business moguls. I mean, different categories of people coming there to celebrate one man. But funny enough, are we aware that Sheyi Bodi did not actually start his career as a fashion designer? As a matter of fact, before he dreamt of venturing into that profession, he had already bagged a degree in geology from the University of Maiduguri, and it was while serving in Maiduguri. It was while a service year in Akwa Ibom, because he was posted to Akwa Ibom during his service year. He actually made contact with some local neighbors there, and local tailors. So it was in the course of interacting with them that I told them that he actually has interest in learning tailoring, and they helped him. They impacted on him. They taught him on how to provide tailoring services. After that, before he left the town, he started sewing shirts, started sewing some couple of small clothes, and his first set of clients were some of his core members who they paid just a token to him. But after service, just like a typical Nigerian undergraduate, we believe that a white collar job will always be the way to go. So immediately after leaving service, she went on to start applying for a paid job. After a series of trials, he ended up getting a trial at a notable commercial bank, but unfortunately, he couldn't pass through the interviews stage. So that was how he couldn't get the job. So I think reality now dawned on him. He had to just go back to the skill he learned while he was serving. And eventually, he got a banking job, but because of the passion that he has been able to build when he was in Akwa Ibom, he had to just leave that banking job, because I think he actually was aiming at getting a banking job. He got a banking job eventually, but he had to come back and finally settle down to pursue that career in fashion design. And with time, the business expanded and became a group. Now we have what we call Vodi Group, and it has subsidiaries like the Vodi Clean, like the laundry, laundry services. It has Vodi Training Institute where he trains youth on fashion designing. It has Vodi Textile and so on. And last week we saw how people came out to mark his 50th birthday with him. And the celebration was also the 24th anniversary of him being a seasoned entrepreneur and a trusted brand in the Nigerian fashion industry. So what I'm saying this is just one of the inspiring stories of Nigerian entrepreneurs who have started from nothing, taking their businesses from nothing to big brands that are well recognized in the international community and also locally. So therefore, it is what Nodi to say that unlocking relevant skills in this 21st century is very apt and very imperative, as we are all aware that we are at a very defining moment in history, especially in this 21st century, which is, of course, driven by technology and innovation. The world is changing faster than ever, and entrepreneurship, which has already become the bedrock of social economic development of most developed economies, and most of the drivers of this sector are the youth in this country. But our reverse is the case here in this our climb, and you all know Nigerian youth mostly are faced with um, different challenges as regards securing a job, unlike in the 70s and 80s. I think I recall, I don't know, daddies and mommies recall a time here in Nigeria where before people graduate from school, we have all these big international organizations waiting for this set of students. But nowadays, reverse is the case.
We
Mr.
can't hear
Shoye, I
you.
think we lost you. Yeah, we can hear you
Okay,
now.
can you hear me now? Okay, you can
Yeah,
hear
we
me.
can hear you.
Okay,
Please go ahead, sir.
okay. So I was saying that the sad reality now is that thousands of graduates are being chunked out from school on a yearly basis, and with no assurance of even securing a paid job. So that is why it is very important for us to start catching our young ones at a very tender age in their primary and post-primary educational stage, so that we can begin to expose entrepreneurship to them. So by the time they are leaving college, they're already aware, they're already exposed. So the importance of skill acquisition cannot be overemphasized, because it not only help people to find better career prospects, but it also advances us as a nation. For the young people, the skill development has several advantages. I don't know if you are aware that skill acquisition provides the youth the opportunity to learn new abilities and ideas that will enable them to launch their own business aside the course of study they are learning in their school, thereby becoming self-reliant and economically independent. And also, skill development in another way makes people more employable. As we all know that employers now, they are seeking for prospective employees that are up to date with technological tools. And as such, with all these modernized skills, they stand a better chance to land a job and, of course, more money. So, therefore, to ensure that our young ones have the abilities needed to succeed in self-employment, skill acquisition is very, very important to them. And in the course of this current global change, one question that is very crucial to us as Nigerians that we need to asking ourselves, like the theme of this session is, are we equipped with the right skills to thrive in the future? Our Nigerian youths, are they handed over with the right skills that will take care of their future? Well, you agree with me that acquiring just a university degree is no longer a guarantee for employment or success. I think I recall a coursemate also that we finished um, college education some years back. Can you hear me, Mr. Victor? Am I still audible?
Very audible, sir.
Okay, thank you so very much. So I recall some years back after college education, one of my friends then, after we went for our service, we started looking for job. This guy went back to school, said, I think this my degree certificate will fetch me a job that I desire. So he went back to school to continue with his MSc, while we will continue with the job we were able to secure. After some years, he was done with his MSc. He tried his feet in the labor market. I mean, he didn't even stay up to 2 months. When he saw that the situation is not what he desired, he went back to school to, to continue with his doctor's degree. By this time, we that we were his friends then, we had started getting married and started having our kids. After his doctorate degree, believe you me, my friend was still looking for job all around. He was still trying to secure a job. So that is to tell you that the future does not rely on you just having a certification, but it belongs to those who can actually learn and learn and relearn, because it belongs to people that are ready to adopt the trending change or the trending course of globally, and also to initiate offerings to bring about needs that will be demanded in the current challenging times. So, as a nation, we need to start asking ourselves, how do we skill up? What are those things that are required so that the future of our young ones, which we all believe are our future leaders, are secured? We need to start focusing more relevance. I mean, we need to start focusing more on relevance than tradition. Of course, the tradition is just for you. Hey, if you want to be a medical doctor, you are just go to school of medicine, get yourself graduated, and get a job in a hospital. But the situations are changing. we need to start realizing that jobs of tomorrow demand skills that go beyond just our theoretical knowledge that we've acquired. I mean, skills like digital literacy, data analysis, critical thinking, entrepreneurship, emotional intelligence. These are almost becoming non-negotiable in our present age. As a matter of fact, it is noted that complex problem solving and adaptability is rated as one of the skills that will be required in the coming decade. So we need to start focusing on what is relevant. What are those things that are relevant? What does the global world requires now? Do they just want me to just go to a college, graduate, and come with a certification? No, we need more. Now, we have many problems that are we have so many problems now that are affecting the nation as a whole and even globally, and we require solutions. We require solutions in the healthcare sector. We require solutions in the engineering sector. So we require young ones that can come and think about what solution are they bringing on board. So we must focus on relevance and not normal traditional ways. They must also learn to embrace more lifelong learning. We should understand that learning should not stop after graduation. For most people, once they are done with their uh, degree education, they said, "Oh, this is what uh, they want me to. Uh, this is what this is the highest level of education I want to achieve." They dump their certificate under their bed sheet, and I mean that is it. We should start thinking outside the box. Start seeing that there is more to learn. As a matter of fact, there is a whole lot to learn after the four walls of learning institution. Whether you are a teenager or you are in your 60s, the mindset should always be continuous improvement. But this is the key to staying competitive in this current age. So it is very advisable that through online programs, you can try to identify what are those vocational trainings, what are those workshops, what are those uh, skills that can help us, to be upgraded to be in tune with global trends. And also, we must learn to start bridging the gap between education and industry. Of course, you know that informal education is usually disconnected from the needs of the job market. I think I also remember sometime, most of the time, when we started getting paid job, some of our colleagues will be saying, all these things that they were telling us to be um, to be searching for while we were in school, we are not seeing how we are applying them in the real world, because now we are in the real world. All the theoretical jargons we were taught back in the school, we are not applying them. One actually said that he's still searching for why, that is find X or Y, that he has not seen the applicability of the job that he's doing. So it behoves on government and our educational bodies to work together to ensure that school curriculum are actually aligning with what is the evolving industry demands. Our educational curriculum must be adequately revised to include skills like vocational knowledge, internship, digital literacy, industry programs, alongside with all those theories to make learning in school more practical and hands-on. We must also ensure inclusivity. Of course, it is a age where we preach inclusive in all our activities. So as we skill up for the future, we must ensure that no one is left behind. It mustn't be about a particular gender, the women, the youths, even the people living with disabilities, people in rural communities. They should all have equal access to learning opportunity. The government should ensure that the capacity of people living in communities should be enhanced with requisite skill knowledge, so that they can be a blessing in their community. They can improve the economic welfare of their community. So we also need to have a mindset of growth. We must cultivate that mindset of growth, because the most powerful skill is the ability to believe in your own potential. We need to begin to inculcate in our youth while they are uh, within the four walls of learning. We need to start encouraging them to have passion, encourage to have their dreams, and also try to support them by empowering them with the necessary skill knowledge to help them do great things. So there are some very important skills that are very relevant in this 21st century. I'll just pinpoint some of them, which we need to start uh, tailoring the minds of our young ones too. And we have digital and technological skills. Of course, we know that it's a jet age. It's a golden age of technology. So we need to start equipping our students with the ability to use and understand technology. We have skills like coding, skills like data analysis, digital marketing, artificial intelligence, of course, and even the basic ICT. They are no longer optional. They are now, they should be part of our basic knowledge. So in a digital world that is currently trending, we need to start tailoring the minds of our children, our words in this direction, because these skills are passport to our opportunities. Then also we should start letting our words of our children think critically, and our students must be able to learn how to think and not just what to think. They must be able to learn how to think, questions, challenge assumptions, and solve real world problems creatively. While in school, real world, you can just bring into a class. This is what happened in so country. This is a case study of this country, of this business person. Then challenge them, let them think creatively. What do you think went wrong with that business? How did that business collapse? What do you think was a mistake of the CEO? Then how do you think solution of such occurrence can be remedied in the future? So critical thinking skills and problem solving skills is also very essential for our youth. Then communication and collaboration skills. Of course, collaboration skills, you can never have enough of it. I used to tell somebody that had it been Sheyi Vodi was just uh, an expert in sewing, but does not have the right communication and collaboration skills, I doubt if he'll be able to get to where he is today, because he has been able to build a network such that he is in every industry, he is in every sector. Everybody knows Sheyi Vodi. I mean, I used to wonder how he gets his information or access to important celebrities or personality that are coming into Abuja, because once an important personality comes into Abuja, you surely see that person in his facility, in his fashion building here in Abuja here. So that shows that collaboration skills at this present age is very key. We saw different from the high and mighty. You'll be wondering what connection does Sheibodi has with people from this sector? What connection does he have with people in paramilitary, in music? He was able to blend together. So we need to start teaching our children communication and good collaboration skills so that they're able to build a good network that will work effectively for them in future. And also our kids, they need to be introduced to entrepreneurship and business development skills and knowledge. In a country with high youth unemployment, students mustn't just be trained to seek for jobs, but they should be trained on how to actually create jobs. The scenario has always been, oh, I'm looking for a paid job, I'm looking for a paid job. When are we going to start having the mindset that, okay, let me start a job and I'm employing people? So entrepreneurship education is very critical, which can empower young people and to start and dream big. So it is to this end that Abuja Enterprise Agency is actually proposing an entrepreneurship and skill acquisition training to Doveland schools, which is designed to develop and build the capacity or the entrepreneurial capacity of our students by equipping them with the requisite knowledge and vocational skills. Programs that
Yeah.
we organize and we implement in Hello, Mr. Victor, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you loud and clear, sir.
All right, all right. So we have various training programs that are targeted at a different category of students. We have the ones for students in their primary categories, for the post-primary. And we believe this is the best moment to start shaping their future. Let them start seeing what entrepreneurship is all about. We allow them to think out of the box, come up with their own idea and see what they can, if they are able to implement. And in the course of that program, the student will be equipped with the necessary vocational and business management knowledge, which will develop the entrepreneurial capacity and enable them to generate on their own innovative business idea, which they are going to develop into business plan and pitch. Like I said, in the course of the training, we are opening their minds on how to generate an idea, how to come up with an idea, to think out creatively and come up with an idea. They are not only bringing down that idea in terms of explanation, they are also trying to implement it. They will develop this idea in a business plan form, and they are also required to pitch this idea before a panel of judges, because we want to be sure that the knowledge that they've acquired in the course of training has actually made an impact on them. So we want them to pitch that idea before a panel of judges. So at the end of that program, it will be expected that the students would have acquired all the necessary skills and capacity that will enable them to develop business idea which they can actually start and drive during or even after their college education. We are seeing some of our students that we have trained in the past, even while they are in school, after the training, you see them start producing what they learned in the course of the, and their first set of customers are usually some of their classmates and people around them. So for the skills, we propose some skill areas, sorry, some skill areas to Doveland, which we understand are very lucrative and are trending. Leather works, of course, you know that many people that are making shoes now locally are big time millionaires. Gone are the days where most people want to even depend on shoes from abroad. Most people are now patronizing local shoemakers as far as this shoemaker is good at his job. So leather works is a very lucrative skill area of knowledge which we have considered, and from our experience, some of our students that have actually gone through this capacity, they have started their business. Then we have making of school bags and lunch box. Of course, we know that one of the equipment that is needed in a school is school bag and lunch box. So we're able to engage a skill trainer that is professional in the production of school bags and lunch box using different kind of material like crochet, like adire, like all these Ankara kind of material. And when you see these bags and lunch box come out, you'll be surprised. Wow. Then we have art making and fascinators, of course, for our church lovers, our church women who are very fashionable. They are always you're always seeing them using these beautiful fascinators around their hearts. So also confectionery is another area that is very lucrative. We have many people that are thriving, that are doing confectionery businesses, and they are very thriving. Of course, you ask me, who are those people that are making cakes for all these big time celebrities when they are doing their weddings, when they are doing their ceremonies? So it is a money making skill knowledge. Then if we are coming to IT, we have artificial intelligence, of course, which you know that is becoming crucial in today's digital world. This knowledge actually gives skills that have competitive advantage over any other skill area. whether as a data analyst or a marketer and entrepreneur, if you understand the use of AI tools, I mean, to actually boost your career path. And also for our country, Nigeria, it is very important to localize AI expertise, which supports national development to boost tech ecosystem and encourage active participation in the global economy. So artificial intelligence is the way to go. We have no choice that we don't need to catch up with the rest of the world, and we need to start introducing this knowledge or this skill area to our students. Then coding is also another very important and lucrative skill area. This skill gives individual the ability to create apps, websites, and tools which solve real life problems. I mean, real life problems. Most entrepreneurs do prototype to launch their product online or to create any tech driven solution. Um, some 2 or 3 years back, we had the opportunity to train some students from different secondary school across the FCT, and training was on coding. And you'll be surprised at the end of the day what these kids were able to produce after the training program. So these are areas where our wards, we as parents need to start, I mean, telling our children to look into. These are areas that they need to be exposed to. Then, of course, you know that aside having skill knowledge, if you don't have the business management knowledge or capacity to drive it, it's as good as nothing. I want to believe that Sheyi Vodi did not just only learn the skill area, he was able to also go through the learning of entrepreneurship. What are those things that are required to actually project or promote my businesses in the faces of my prospective audience? I mean, for Sheyi Vodi to become, that shows that the guy must have done extraordinarily in terms of, I mean, searching or getting entrepreneurship education. So we also try to infuse entrepreneurship teachings while learning this skill knowledge, So some of the topics that we also look out for, uh, of course, self-discovery. As an individual, you need to first of all discover the person you are. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are those things that you have capacity for? Because these are the things that will shape or that will inform your decision into which area of knowledge or profession I want to venture into. So we start by introducing them to self-discovery. Let them understand their personality. What are those personality traits they are carrying? Are they the kind of person that will thrive in this particular sector or in this particular sector? So once we're done with once they're able to identify their personality traits, then we introduce them to entrepreneurship concept, because of course they need to understand that it is not just about setting up a business entity that makes you an entrepreneur. There are some things that distinguishes you. Mr. Victor, can you hear me? Hello, Mr.
Okay.
Victor.
Yeah, thank you, Mr.
Yeah, I can hear you,
Sheyi.
sir.
Please, we may need.
Okay, so sorry
We
about
have
that.
people who are.
You call KB.
Yes, Mr. Sheyi. We have other people who are. We have other facilitators who are already waiting.
Okay, I'm rounding off.
And
I'm
then,
rounding off. I'm rounding off.
yes, and we have people who are already asking questions so that we can take their questions, please.
Okay. Let me
Please
just
don't
round
just
off.
stick to it.
So,
Thank you. Yeah.
so we introduce them to entrepreneurship, then also how to create or generate an idea. Then we teach them on branding and packaging, marketing and sales, financial technology, that's fintech. Also teach them on how to develop a business plan around the idea they've been able to generate. Because of course, we know that not having a business plan is just like not having a direction. So we teach them how to be able to come up with their own business plan. Of course, teach them on how to be able to pitch or present their idea before the panel of judges, which they are going to come in contact. So I just want to implore our wards, our daddies, our mommies, that as our children are going on a long break, this is the time for you to actually let them start learning one or two things which will add value definitely in their future. We believe that the future of our dear country belongs to those students, and we are serious about their development, and even as a nation, if we are serious about national development, we need to start beyond just issuing certificates to these students. Rather, we need to start preparing them. Hello,
Yes, we can hear you,
hello.
Mr. Sheyi.
All right. So we need to just start preparing them for the future, and not just preparing them. We need to start creating the future for them by unlocking and investing in right skills that will transform them into the change agent that we have always desired for this our dear country, Nigeria. So on this note, I want to say thank you so very much for listening to me.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sheyi. In fact, this is a loaded session. We know this time will not be enough to digest all you have for us. Of course, we will be continuing this as we intend it to be a series where we will be delving into different aspects of all you have spoken of. Yeah, I know our viewers are still here with us and they have their pen and their paper ready with their question. But before we take that question, to help us crystallize what Mr. Sheyi has just told us, we have our very own, a seasoned educationist with over 20 years practical experience, a digital expert, and our digital principal, as we call him, in the person of Mr. Kolapo Emmanuel. He will be walking us through the world of the IT and web design, which is the package we are preparing for the students in this summer break. Sir, if you can hear us, you have the mic. Thank you, sir.
Okay, yes, I can hear you. Thank you very much, Mr. Victor. I'm not sure if I'm audible. Can you hear me, please?
Loud and clear, sir.
Oh, great, great, great. Thank you very much, Mr. Sheyu. I enjoyed every bit of what you spoke about. I just want to pick one of all those things that you've talked about, which is digital literacy. We all agree with me, ladies and gentlemen, that the future is in IT. Mr. Tei talked about digital literacy. He talked about data analytics, and different things like that that belong to the future. So we at Doveland High School have decided to pick one of them. I want to make sure that the skills are driven into the minds of the children. And that's why we are putting together IT workshop and website design. We want them to know that it's very important to put your business online, because it's a different thing to have a skill. It's another thing to market the skill. And how do you market the skill? You put the skill, the information about the skill, where a lot of people will gain access to it. And that's why we want to teach students on how to know how to develop websites. In a period of 4 weeks, we are going to be exposing them to how to develop different websites. The first one is on real estate. We're also looking at developing sites of travel agency, e-commerce, different things like that. So the first week, We are going to be introducing them to dashboard overview. Um, we'll be looking at how to choose a domain name, that is maybe colapoemmanuel.com, and where the website will be domiciled. Then we also teach them how to select hosting, maybe Bluehost or Go54 or different things like that. Then we'll pick one of the tools, which is WordPress. We want them to know how to develop website using WordPress, installing a real estate team, and to customize different forms where clients will be able to reach out to the owner of the business. So all of these are what we want to push across to the minds of people who are going to be present at these particular lessons. It's going to be 4 weeks. And the first week will be introduction into basic concepts. The second week, they are going to lay their hands on how to develop this site and using different tools. The third week, we look at e-commerce, how to embed, how to make money, or how to translate Naira and Kobo and other foreign currency into it. And in the fourth week, they have to develop their own website and see how it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a great opportunity that we are offering to everybody, not just the students of Doveland International School alone, but anybody who cares for digital literacy and who wants to know how to push their businesses online. It's just a token of 120,000 naira, and we start 9 o'clock every day and end 1 p.m. So these are the things we are planning so that the young minds will be able to benefit from digital world. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh wow, thank you so much. I was already seeing myself in the classroom practicalizing all you have been mentioning, sir. So this is a call to our viewers, participants. Tell a friend to tell a friend about these opportunities. And we are going into the question and answer segment. We see a lot of questions already coming in, such that we don't take so much of your time going into the evening. The media, please, if you are ready for the question. All right. So um, the first question here says, what role do parents and schools need to play to reinforce what you teach during gap year programs? All right, I think this is for us at the sixth form, but you can also speak to the question if you have a contribution to it. So for we basically at the sixth form college, what we emphasize as a school is what Mr. Kolapo Emmanuel have just spoken about. We want to leave the theoretical that we have been focusing on to delve into the practicality of these skills that are relevant to the future of work. And then, according to World Economic Forum, in their latest report, they said by 2030, Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, will need to create about 230 million jobs. And the question will be how? And the simple answer lies in the digital literacy that we have heard from Mr. Sheyi and then Mr. Kolapo. So what this means is that as a school, we are providing that platform to bring the young ones up to speed with the current reality. And then as parents, we expect that you help push and support this cause because things have changed. Everything now is going digital. And for them not to be left behind, we need to encourage them. And just as the case study that Mr. Sheyi presented using VODI, that is a relevant case study that speaks to every aspect that we have been talking about this evening. So, from the school perspective, we are ensuring that we are moving from theory to practical. And then for parents, we beseech you and encourage you to support these kids in the areas of their interest. I wouldn't know if any of the facilitators have a contribution to this as it concerns the role of parents in supporting their words. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Victor. I just want to say something here. Um, Nowadays, we parents are guilty of something. We don't allow our children to mature before they get to the university. But it seems as if the government is forcing us to allow them to mature because if they are not up to 16 years, they won't allow them go to university, especially in Nigeria. So I've seen students who are 14 or 15, they are being debarred from writing JAMB, which is Nigeria, and they won't allow them get into university in the US or in the UK. They must be at least 16. So a gap year is a very good period where they can learn uh, some skills that will help them in life, not just digital skill, but we have other skill. Like I wanted to even contribute to the second question that is going on the screen. Like put people's skill, which is very key. I'm very happy that Mr. Sheyi said something about Sheyi Vodi because he has people's skill, how to interact, how to speak, how to empathize. These people's skills matter a lot. Then secondly, there is need to go into the future because during their period in secondary school, they keep on learning English, math, physics, chemistry, biology, and all of that. They don't really have time to really go into the skill of the future, which is digital. So this gap here will enable them to focus their attention not on other subjects, but on digital skill, on people skill, and on business skill, how they can turn their ideas to money. So all these are very important, and parents are to encourage the children to focus on this within that gap year before they enter university to continue with other theoretical matters.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
sir. Sir, you said you wanted to speak to the question on the screen. Please go ahead, sir.
Yes, I've already said it. The first thing is people's skill. People's
Okay.
skill is very vital. The second one is digital skill, is a skill for the future. In fact, Mr. Sheyi had said a lot of things about that. Now we now mingle with a lot of people that we will never meet in our lifetime. But it's very important to be able to relate with them if you know how to use digital skill to harness the next thing. That's financial skill to harness money.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. Mr. Sheyi, any addition to that? We know you have spoken
I think,
extensively on this.
yeah, yeah, I think all has been said. I mean, Mr. Kolako has also said it all. Uh, just that as parents, we need to start preparing the minds of our children for the future. We need to start reawakening their consciousness to the realities of our life. And we need to not just only start by preparing it, we need to create that future for them. Because if they are not seeing these things before them, I mean, they might not believe. So we need to start creating that future by just investing in the right skills. Find out from your words what are you passionate. As a matter of fact, many parents they already know the passion right from teenage age, even before teenage age. You see some children are already showing some sign of increased knowledge in a particular skill area. So it's just about nurturing this child and ensuring that you take them to that their path. take them through this their path. So as parents, we have a whole lot to do. And for our schools, like we've also mentioned, we need to begin to adopt real life situations within the four walls of the school. It shouldn't be just about theoretical knowledge anymore. Let's endeavor to be bringing, if it's technology, if it's engineering, if it's science, bring real life situations into that class and let this student talk about it and provide solutions. From there, you see that by the time they are in the real world, they already have knowledge or experience about these scenarios. Can you hear me, Mr. Victor?
Yes, sir, we can hear you loud and clear.
All right, so that would be all for me.
All right, thank you so much. So the next question, okay, I think that has been answered as well. Harnessing their areas of passion will also help in the area of skill acquisition. Our media, do we have any other question? This has been answered. The role of parents and school, that has been answered. Okay, what tools or platforms, be it digital or physical, have you found most effective to learn? What tools or platforms, be it digital or physical, have you found most effective to learn? We know there are a lot of platforms where learning can take place. So I think the person is asking which would you suggest?
All right. There are a lot of physical and digital tools or platforms. Can you hear me, please?
Loud and clear, go
Yes,
ahead,
clearly.
sir.
All right. All right. For example, let me start with digital platforms. There is Google Classroom that we use at Doveland International School. So it's an excellent platform for learning where teachers can meet with students and you can navigate to different sites and different areas, different tools to bring teachers and students together. We have Microsoft Teams. On Microsoft platform, there are a lot of tools that students and teachers can use together to harness learning. We have many tools. Now, with the advent of AI, there are different tools and different platforms where you can do a lot of things and you can bring into physical all your imagination. So all these tools, all these platforms are there that students can harness. But on physical aspects, when it comes to science and technology, I strongly advise that there must be practical work. It shouldn't just be theoretical. When you talk about Newton's law of motion, there must be practical work to really validate all the things that are taught theoretically. So laboratories are very important. Physical tools are important in the laboratory to test all of this. In design and technology, things have to be built, and it shouldn't just be theoretical. It should be put into practice, and that's what we do at Doveland International School.
Thank you, sir. And then our next question is to Mr. Sheyi. The question says, does Abuja Enterprise Agency grant internship opportunities or partners with other institutions for students to enhance their learning?
Yeah, thank you so very much, Mr. Victor. Yes, definitely. Abuja Enterprise Agency, yes, we accept internship students in our doors are open to anything that has to do with building and enhancing the capacity, especially if they are youth. As I currently speak to you, I think we have about 4 to 5 intern in the organization here from different organizations, I mean from different schools. We have some from Base University, some from Bar University. So our doors are always open for people to come and learn. And of course, we have in fact, a good working relationship with some of all these schools within Abuja. Talking about the tertiary institutions, we work directly with Base University. We work with Philomath University. We have a relationship with our university, even the government or universities, higher institution of learning, FCT here. We have good working relationships with them.
Awesome. Thank you. I think that will be very important to our participants as well. And then I think the next question too has been answered from the previous one, so that we don't go back and forth on it again. What do you think makes a person's future ready? I think all has been stated. I wouldn't know if there's any other question as we begin to bring this session to a close. But before then, we want to hear from our head of operation to share his thoughts as well, following all that we have learned this evening. Thank you, Mr. Olumide Omotoye. We are handing over the mic to you.
Thank you, Mr. Victor. You will all agree with me that it is a fruitful session and we have learned a lot in this. It is about the future and the students were preparing for the future. I'm happy that Doveland International Schools is leading in this aspect for us to realize that the future is here, not too far from us, and preparing our students for that is a good one. As proposed, as presented by Mr. Kolapo in the technology aspect and then in the business world by Mr. Sheyi, that is our world now, and that's what will be our world in the future. So I encourage everyone here present to not sleep on this, but bring their students and words, inform your parents, inform your colleagues at your place of work, talk about it in your churches, bring people from your offices as well. Tell them, let them know that something great is happening here. And we're talking about the future of our children. The way we prepare them is the way they are going to get to that destination and be confident and be useful in the future. The future is beyond the mathematics and the chemistry and English, as said by Mr. Kolapo. Even these days, if you are applying for a job, one of the things we ask is what are the skills you have that will make you stand out? Because when you come for an interview, the same certificate you are brandishing is same thing that other people have. Something will surely stand you out. I think this is the right information. This is the right time for parents to key into this. Thank you, Mr. Victor, for your time and for your explanation and for leading this. Thank you, Mr. Kolapo, for doing justice to the session given to you. And Mr. Sheyi, we are really grateful and we are proud to partner with Abuja Enterprise on this. Thank you, everyone. Good evening.
Thank you. And our doors are open as admission is in progress. You can reach us on 090-68-355-988. Our website is www.dovelandsixth-formcollege.com. And as a webinar series, we will be coming your way again. Yes, please look at our information as displayed. Thank you for joining us this evening until we come your way again. Thank you and have a pleasant evening. Bye for now.
Thank you very much.